Ah, December, the most festive of all the months. But which board game jingled our bell most this month?
Jingled our bell. Hi, I'm Libby, this is Julian, and we are BoxedMeeples. Today we're talking to you about our favourite game that we played in this festive month, that is December.
Well, a game that we play every December. We play it throughout the year as well, but we make a point of playing every December 26th. It's a game we both really love.
We do.
And I don't know if we've talked about it enough, so I thought this is the opportunity to shine a light on one of our collective favourite games ever, and that is Star Wars Rebellion. So we played this on I think it's our second date.
Yes.
And
it was Boxing Day.
Yes. So to put into perspective, at that point I was just playing party games.
I wasn't unaware of that. You told me you were a gamer, and so I went, let's play my new game that I got on my birthday a couple of months ago, Rebellion. Yay!
Yeah, I distinctly remember this because I really wanted to impress you, and you were getting out this massive box, which is it's a huge box, and you're getting it hadn't been punched at that point, so punching it, and I could just feel a cold sweat coming on when I thought this is way beyond anything I've ever played. But we have played it every year since, and it's a game. At the time, it seemed so complicated. There's this massive two rule books. I thought, well, what am I getting involved in here? But it's not that tricky to play.
No.
It comes back to us very, very quickly. We do have obviously gaps between playing it because this is a whole kind of evening event. This isn't a short game. This is 3-4 hours of kind of intense toing and throwing. But it's always worth the time. It's always worth playing, even if it ends up ending like this year into the wee small hours. So one player is playing as the rebels, and they basically have to just get support from the galaxy by doing good things. The other is the Empire, and their sole job is to find this rebel base and destroy it.
Blow it up with a Death Star.
Ideally, that's the ultimate finale. So you're as the Empire, you're scouring the galaxy, getting 2 probe cards every turn, which will reveal 2 places it definitely isn't. But also trying to read your opponent. And what you don't realise when you just read the rules for this game is how much second guessing there is. Would you put it somewhere that's thematically accurate, like on Hoth?
And the thematics of this game are one of the things that make us love it so much. It does feel like you are creating your own version of the films, and it hasn't needed to have like full-on miniatures of all the characters and everything. You've got great ships, great ships, but all the characters are standees and things, but you still feel those film vibes, which is what makes you love it so much.
It feels like a retelling of the story, and obviously
which is why it's so tempting to put it somewhere so thematically correct.
You could have bizarre events happen where Princess Leia gets captured and frozen in carbonite, or you've built. Every time I play it, I have to fight the urge not to just destroy Naboo with the Death Star, just because that's what everyone would really want to do. But just looking at it on the table on this massive board, all these ships moving around like some intricate game of space chess, it's just so exciting to play, and always a nail biter. If you're the rebels, you're like, have I bluffed my way out of it by putting some ships over on that side of the galaxy? Have I lulled the Empire into thinking my base is there, or have I been too blatant and drawn too much attention to one area? Or ideally, have I entirely wrong-footed you and sent you off in one direction when I'm already in the other?
And the rebels don't have a lot of ships to play with, the bluffing game, so you do have to use them cautiously, and quite often you're also needing to use those ships for some of the missions to sort of create support throughout the galaxy. So using those ships wisely is key.
What's great, on the side of the board is the bill queue, and the Empire's just churning out ship after ship after ship, and it gets bigger as the game goes on, exponentially larger, and more Death Stars are coming out, Star Destroyers, and meanwhile the rebels have just got a few more troops coming in.
You've got like a Corvette, 2 rebel troopers, and an X and a Y wing, and there you go.
I'll just lay out this Super Star Destroyer then. But yeah, if you do play this, make sure you do get the expansion as well. If ever there was an expansion that just fixed a problem with the game, it's the expansion.
It makes the the battling just so much smoother, so much better. And yes, it adds some other things. You get some different ships, you get some different dice that work differently. But the core point of that expansion is to help with the battles.
It makes the battles quicker, and there's a lot of battles that happen in this game, so they need to be streamlined and quick, and the expansion really sorts that. So yeah, my favourite experience in December was playing this game.
Yeah, and I think every time we've played this game, and we've got quite a few under our belts now, we've almost always been within a turn of which one of us is going to win. No matter who's playing who, it's always a nail biter.
One exception. You once nuked
oh, I did.
the home of the Wookiees just for a giggle. No other reason. You had no reason to. You just wanted to do it.
I could, so I would.
Guess where my rebel base was. So yeah. But even that was an exciting, fun, memorable experience. So yes, Rebellion all the way if you're ever looking to fill 4 hours of a game.
Yes, and a shorter game, which was also magical, is Flamecraft. We played it for the first time this month. We just got our copy with all our cute little dragons, and it is just so adorable. I know we've mentioned it in a few videos recently, but I mean the artwork is amazing. And I love that it's chilled vibes, you know, that the Rebellion's such the sort of epic thematic fighting, and this is just chilled, easy. Oh, where should I put my shop? Oh, did that help you out? Oh, that's a shame. Maybe I'll go back there next time and take advantage. And you're collecting different resources, and you're trying to complete different missions for points, but you're building out your little dragon shops with your cute dragons and expanding the village of Flamecraft, and it is just wonderful. It's just adorable, just perfect chilled vibes for me. It's got enough to it.
Yeah, it can be dismissed as being perhaps too simple, but I think there's layers to it that you appreciate with multiple players, but yet it is easy to explain to people. And it has a sweet nature to it. It's good-hearted because, yes, you are taking advantage of shops and stopping people from going there, or if they do, they have to give you a resource. But as you leave, you've made it better for everyone. So in a way, it just feels like everyone helping out, and it's just a very, very good-natured, sweet game.
And you can't hoard your stuff too much. You have to make sure you're using it as you go along, so no one can sort of swoop in at the last minute and go, oh, I've got this and this and this and this and this, because you had to sort of do things as you go along, which lets your opponent sort of keep an eye on what you're intending on doing, which is good. But yeah, it's just, I think it's going to be a favourite for us and a family favourite too. I think it plays in about 45 minutes, so a nice one for Games Club for when you're not fancying the sort of in-depth thematic.
Well, sometimes you just want to sit down with friends and family, just have a lovely time.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when you want to get Flamecraft.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been playing. That's our favourite games in December. What has been your favourite game you played in December? Please do let us know in the comments down below. And obviously, if you prefer Rebellion to Flamecraft or Flamecraft to Rebellion, also let us know.
Very different games, but
yeah, try and compare those two is probably a mad idea.
You don't want to pub Meeple these, do you?
But as always, if you enjoyed our content, please do subscribe, add a comment, like, ring the bell, and
all that fun stuff.
You'll see us in January. We'll be picking our favourite games for 2023, the start of a new year.
Yes.
Exciting things on the horizon.